All right. In this problem, which is not number 101, we're looking at a rectangular grid that's m spaces in one dimension and n spaces in the other. And we're asked some numbers here. We're asked to find some things out about this grid. And what we're looking for is to be able to write formulas that will calculate these things for us without having to actually draw the picture and count it. So imagine I was told, oh, there's a grid that's like 1,000,000 spaces wide and 10,000 spaces tall. How many blah, 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 blocks are in it. How would it do that without having to actually draw the picture? So we're going to look at some specific examples of different grids. We're going to do these calculations and see if we can't figure out what the pattern is. So let's take a look. Let's start with this one. We've got n is 4 and m is 3. So let's see, the first thing we're trying to figure out is A, the total number of squares. Well, that's pretty easy. It's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 by 4, that's 12. That's pretty easy. 3 times 4 is 12. And then B, let's see, total number of 1 by 1 squares with free edges. So we're talking about all the ones that are not completely surrounded. Right? So that's just the ones on the outside. Right? The ones on the inside, we're not counting. The ones on the outside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of them. Let's see, then we've got the number of C is the number of completely surrounded ones. So that is, there's just 2 in the middle that are completely surrounded. And then D, the perimeter of the figure, so that's 3 and 3 makes 6, and 4 and 4 is 8, so 6 and 8 is 14. All right, there's one shape. Let's draw another one. Let's do, I don't know. Let's do 4 by 1, 2, 3, 4. Do 4 by 4. So let's see. N equals 4 and M equals 4. So for A, total number of boxes, I count them up, that's pretty easy. 16, 4 by 4 is 16. B, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 boxes on the outside that aren't completely surrounded. C, there's 4 in the center that are completely surrounded. And D, the perimeter is, well, that's easy, 16. 16 spaces all around. Let's look at another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 6. Why not? So this is N. This is N. N equals 5. M equals 6. So the total number of boxes, well, 5 by 6, that's 30. That's an easy one. For B, see, we had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so 18. And then, see, for C, the ones in the middle that are totally surrounded, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And D, the perimeter, well, it's 6, and 6 is 12, and 10 more is 22. Let's look at one more. Over here, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do that. So let's see. 5 and 7. So N and M. So N equals 5, M equals 7. So let's see, for A, total number of boxes, so that's easy. 5 times 7 is 35. And for B, the number of boxes, let's see, there's 7. And another 7 down here, that's 14. and then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So it's 20 total that are not totally surrounded. And then in the middle, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 that are totally surrounded. And then D, the perimeter. Let's get 7 and 7 is 14, and 5 and 5 is 10, so that's 14 and 10 is 24. Now I'm going to pause here. Now there is not, first of all, I just want to point out, there isn't going to be a single correct answer for this. But there's going to be lots of different ways. So let me get you started a little bit here. I'll do one of the formulas for you. This is one of the easy ones. Actually, I'll do a couple of the easy ones for you, okay? In general, A, that's the number of boxes. Well, I mean, that's fairly straightforward. It's just there's 7 columns of and n and 5 rows here, so it's 7 times 5. And over here it was 5 times 6, and here it was 4 times 4, and here it was 3 times 4. So it's always going to be n times m. So it's always going to be m times n for A. That's the expression we'll use to calculate the total number of boxes. Okay. For B and C, I'll leave these alone. And for D, that's perimeter. Well, perimeter is, here it's like 5 plus 5 plus 7 plus 7. And here it was, let's see, 5 plus 5 and 6 plus 6. And here it was 4 plus 4 and 4 plus 4. Here it's 4 plus 4 and 3 plus 3. So what we end up with is, we've got m plus n plus n. And you can simplify that in several different ways. B and C are a little more complicated, but those are the ones where you have the most opportunities to come up with different formulas, lots of different formulas. I want you to see what you can come up with. I will point out that if B is the number of boxes around the edge that don't have any that aren't totally surrounded, and C is the number of boxes on the inside that are totally surrounded, then that adds up to the total number of boxes that there are. That's a little bit of a hint there. So again, your goal is to write formulas for calculating those two things. The number of boxes around the outside edge, and all the boxes around the outside edge. How do we calculate that based on the length and width of the rectangle? And how do we calculate the number of boxes on the inside? Again, just based on the length and width of the rectangle. Go with formulas for those.